A soft breeze accompanies the abrupt sound of a door opening. I stop what I'm doing with relief. Good job, everyone. Let's leave it there for today. Make sure to take everything with you. Sister Basket leaves again, telling me to come to her room afterwards for a meeting about choreography. Ben. Shirahane entered the classroom with her, looking exhausted even though she's not yet danced a single step. She hangs her head weakly, sensing my question about me even having to ask it. Having my measurements taken was a real woof. She says that in a barely audible whisper. Oh, what? Why? I understand how our customers feel. Me too. Indeed. Being able to play dress up with the prettiest girl in school, or at least in our class, must have gone all out. It's obviously bringing it all back for Shirahane as she goes bright red and covers her face with her hands. I can't stop the laughter from bursting out of me. Erika-san, you're mean. That's almost a pout there. Adorable. My bookworm buddy glares at me reproachfully, and I apologise. But I propose for everyone to go shower and freshen up. We all agree except for... I'll join you after once of my dances again. Yuri goes back out to the floor alone as everyone else files out of her room. Takasaki-san never changes, does she? She has to change her own pace, that's fine too. A moment to myself as I watch my Amitié partner check her movements in a mirror. The expression serious but without the same tension as before. Of course, a lot of my days are spent doing nothing but ballet practice. I attend our regular 5 periods as usual, as well as the elective class. However, our ballet class is now focused on practicing the performance. Our school club activities have been suspended for the time being as everyone's involved in rehearsals for recital. Although I guess there's not enough time left for that to suffice. We're in English class right now. I'm taking this as an opportunity to think about choreography. I open my notebook and sit there racking my brain. While considering the matter of balance. Yaegaki-san. Someone calls out my name in a soft voice and I respond. The girl next to me doesn't usually address me for no reason, but this is the umpteenth time now. I can pretty much guess what she wants. Spread out all over my desk are letters from my classmates. Beyond love letters and oral letters of complaint, they're requests, asking for more stage time or more chances to display their skills. For them to be so enthusiastic about it. I get if it was just 1 or 2 notes being sent my way, but over half the participants have sent me their essays on how they think things could be improved. It's not that they have a problem with my choreography, they simply want to be able to show off their best performances. Well, I suppose a lot of girls are enrolled in this academy specifically for ballet. Maybe that's why most of the students here are average dancers. Got a recent transfers and the girls with much ballet training working behind the scenes, but... This is a scene where Princess Aurora awakens. It's supposed to be quiet and still. Why the heck would you throw in a big group arabesque? I deny conspicuously awful request. I draw a red line through a scribbled note suggesting putting in a saute during the coda. And I poke my neighbour's arm. And the note is passed back to the original sender. The ballet recital is not far off. This is the kind of thing you should be eating. I lick my lips with a Hawaiian pork sauté sitting before me. Oh, it looks like Chidori's joining me with the pork as well. It's nice. This actually really does look nice. Actually, those carrots look nice and that broccoli. Tell you what's just about 9 o'clock and. Actually, getting more hungry again now. A sprinkle of salt and pepper to our pork loin. It's been cooked to perfection alongside some sliced garlic. Maybe not so much a garlic, but whatever. Thick sauce is a mix of ketchup, Worcestershire sauce with garnish of pineapple. Why'd you have to go and ruin it by saying that? To me, it looks more like just a basic gravy. And what the Japanese consider to be Worcestershire sauce is not what is real Worcestershire sauce. It's a different type of sauce. I mean, it's similar. It's a recreation of the same type of sauce, but different. More, to be part of a term, more Japanified. Then again, I don't really like Worcestershire sauce either. Of course, there's actually no pineapple. Actually, to life, it is a tiny bit of pineapple. I can just about see it. It's not a ring, it's cut into chunks. Which is fine, I suppose. But replace with, get rid of pineapple, since pineapple and gravy don't really go together. Replace the sauce with a nice, proper gravy. And that'd be delicious. With pineapple juice to a sauté mix, and you have a perfect Hawaiian sauce. Let's have a dark sauce, but still containing sort of swirls of ketchupy red, over a crisply cut garlic flavoured pork loin. The scents mingle in perfect harmony, practically begging for me to eat it now. Like, wait me a second. Here I go. I slice with a thick meat with my knife, coating it generously with sauce and bringing it to my lips. The garlic is sent as olfactory bliss, as I bite into a meat, not too tough, not too tender, for a supreme sense of happiness. A sweet and sour sauce, I'm sure, could eat on its own. To give a bit of advice. Well, if I need, there's nothing worse than cold food. Recital's coming up. That's exactly why I want to slim down. What are you talking about? You obviously can't survive on salad alone in this heat. You're practicing twice as hard as everyone else. You need to eat and keep up your strength. So you are watching. What? Instead of answering, she takes a bite of my food. I was spellbound and surprised as I enjoy as a place to look of arrogance. Tastes so good because of what your body wants. Eat your meat. You can have as much salad as you want when you're older. I agree with the first part, but I'm not sure about the latter. She stands up from her seat and goes to get a notebook on my desk. I haven't seen that in a while. I haven't made any new discoveries recently. The sound of her scribbling a new entry reverberates through the room. Then she goes back to a meal. Glances at her notebook, which is now tossed to her desk. I think that's what the old Erika would say, so I'm going to go with that one instead. I know you write down things you do like. Do you write about stuff you don't like as well? Chidori is eating away from her pork sauté with a delightful expression on her face. She looks deeply bemused by my question. Why would I write down every single thing like dislike? I write down all things that make me feel good because I don't want to forget them. You look at me like I'm crazy and I mutter a quiet word of agreement. Still, I'm relieved to hear that. I wonder if my name's in there. Huh? I'll just be happy to know you don't hate me. You're an idiot. Shirin looks embarrassed and a smile of satisfaction. So chow down and a segment of pineapple. Whatever it is, the first time was always special. Who are you quoting? A friend of mine. My Amitié partner isn't the only one who's taken by surprise over the words that spill from my lips. Friend. I think the day should come when I use that word so casually, for silently reflecting on how unlike me it is then. There's a knock at the door and I call out for a person to come in. Oh, it's still eating. Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, it's fine. Anyway, it's nothing urgent. Shirahane's not crying, is she? My usual feline smile curls across my face and record my bookworm bud is turning bright red at embarrassing. But my totally cute mime, I came up with her. Suoh-san doesn't come back answering what she said on it. No, it's not like that. It's about these girls. Professor introducing 3 of my classmates into a room. Everyone's talked about the choreography. More. I see. I need a reliable little flush to accompany them into a dragon's lair. I muttered to myself when President regards me dubiously, her braid shaking. My other classmates look incredibly nervous about stepping foot into a lair of two known eccentrics. Okay, we'll take a look. We'll talk after I finish eating. There's no point in going back to the classroom though. How about we meet in the canteen in 10 minutes? Oh, okay, we'll see you there. They bow their heads and exit the room as quick as their legs can carry them. Like we really have been trespassing into a dragon's lair. Don't run! I glance at her present as she shouts after them, then turn to my Amity partner. If there's any time to invoke your Amity rights, it's now. We can make performance easier. I'll pass. It's fine as it is. In fact, it could have been even more. Taking a bite of her pork saute, she stops and mumbles something. She laps in support. I have a distinct feeling she's looking up something difficult again. And nothing good's going to come out of this. Are you kidding me? Yep, I knew it. Where did it all start? The Sleeping Beauty. She boasted she had completely mastered the basic dances. Of course she had. That's probably why she proposed adding in some high-level moves to further wow the audience. I understand the desire to go above and beyond, but... It's not like I'm saying we should make him do with 32 pirouettes from Lake. So, it's the middle of summer. They can't physically handle it, so someone will pass out. Every performer knows their own limits, although you probably wouldn't understand that not being able to dance yourself. Yeah, thinking back at it now, that must have been the start of it. Oh. Even Chidori must have realised her own thoughtlessness. She did another gasp of her classmates and cluttered around us. And left the classroom, her face deathly pale. Ooh. I'd say this feels like an internal monologue. My eyes don't register any colour. The sky peeking through the window is white and the forest is an undulating ocean of deepest black. The walls are grey and cold. Cold? No. Both my body and mind are burning hotter than I ever have done before. And now a pulsating fires in my heart are being further fooled by regret. I've never felt like this before. I said something cruel and thoughtless. But I can acknowledge... But I've made fun of her countless times before. Why is it this time my heart feels like it's being crushed, so saturated by the aches of regret? I let out a long sigh as though to expel the heat swirling around within me. I'll go back. I don't know what you're feeling right now, but I have to apologise. My vision threatens to blur. I press my fingers hard against my eyelids before setting back to our room. Ah, the princess returns at last, as soon as I hear Erika's teasing tone. The colour returns to my world. As the colour warms my cold outlook, tension leaves my body and the raging heat inside me calms, no longer threatening to erupt. Erika, I told you before, I don't feel sorry for myself, I really don't care. Really? I linger in the doorway, not having the courage to look at her. She goes on in an unexpectedly cheery voice. I told the others it's a long-running argument between us. So don't worry about them. Have you finished with your temper tantrum? Right. In that moment, I realise she thinks I got angry over a clash of opinions over ballet. I'm relieved in a very real sense. Because I know that she wasn't hurt by what I said. But it didn't hurt her. I've been too afraid to look at her until I heard those words of absolution, but now as I peel myself away from the door frame, I make my way into a room. I'm fine now, sorry for... I finally take a proper look at my Amity partner, smiling a cat-like smile. I've been freezing my tracks when I see that Sister Basket is standing beside her. Huh? What's the matter? She's here to help me bathe, just as usual. You're not going to say something precious about how totally not embarrassing it when someone heard you say that, are you? She smirks at me, but rather than someone hearing our private conversation, I'm more concerned about... Why is this woman so special? Even though she's drawn all those boundaries around herself and resolved to let no one cross them, why is Sister Basket allowed in? Can't let her open her heart to anyone but me. I can feel a flame burning inside him and fiercer when I'm challenging myself to pull off a difficult move in ballet. Hey, what the heck are you giving me all the evil eye for? You're like your press when she goes all crazy with jealousy. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, I guess you wouldn't. Anyway, as soon as we've kissed and made up, I'm gonna go take a bath. I notice Erika's fingers brush Sister Basket's hands, which are resting familiarly on the handles of a wheelchair. Wait. My lips move of their own accord. What is it now? Don't tell me you want all three of us to go bathe together. No, not all three of us. You and me. Miss Takasaki? My Amity partner looks unfounded while Sister Basket is regarding me with suspicion. I put forth my opinion, which is far more passionate than it usually is for me. We're Amity partners already, says issue with everything outside of bathing. Something to be shocked about. Sure, that makes sense, but until now we haven't... Sister Basket could fall ill or get injured. After all, just recently, a few days before her birthday party, something happened, didn't it? I'm referring to whatever happened a few days before Erika's revelation about the truth behind the Hookman incident. For some reason, the two of them share an awkward look. Something stirs inside me about the thought they share some kind of secret. Yes, that's true. It wouldn't be a good thing to have no one to rely on in events something should happen to me. Huh? It's perfectly logical. Come on, let's go take a bath together. My Amity partner signals me with a smile. I walked over to her. You're not going to give me the kind of treatment by getting out one floor of the cuckoo's nest, are you? Chasing around incomprehensible, and for some reason pulls an exaggerated expression of fear. I think it's the point to end the episode here. I was about to have a nice intimate bathing sequence between the Amity partners. Erika's dumbfounded about the aggressiveness right now. We'll carry on with this episode next time, shall we? Bye bye.